All right, y'all. Here I go. I'm on one again. When I say I'm on one again, it means it's when I get tired of this stupid stuff being believed. I'm out there planting sweet potatoes. Maybe they the ones talking to me. I don't know. Joking, but not. I've been talking about the base program of all matter. It's in energy. Energy is positive and negative. Yin and yang. Black and white. Male and female. So now, I've been talking about the underlying base principle that goes through all things. Let us make man, or AKA beings, in our image, male and female. Energy is male and female, positive and negative, yin and yang, night and day, left and right, up and down, front and back, inside and outside. And everything in the entire universe is built on this same principle. That's male and female, yin and yang, day and night, left and right, front and back, in and out, top and bottom. People looking for God, man, God is present in everything. Let us make man, beings, in our image, male and female is positive and negative. You heard that? Positive and negative. Which in retrospect then turns into male and female as a being. When I say being, the reason I'm saying being, I'm talking about anything that has form is a being. All these things have personality. Even energy has personality. People don't realize that. They've been taught all this about inanimate objects. This contraband concept. That's a lie. Your body reacts to things. Your cells react. A reaction is a state of consciousness. It's not just based on the scientific formula. Yes, there are laws that these rules, that these things must react to. But if those rules were consistently constant, what causes cancer? Because they actually have a personality of their own. But it ain't but one thing you can find in all things. That's energy. And then people don't realize that every form is nothing but a different form of energy. Only thing that ever existed, always exists, and always has and will be has been energy. Folks think it ain't conscious. Well, if it done made everything, did you hear that? If it done made everything, and is in everything, and its principle is in everything, male and female, probably know everything, see everything. See, a lot of times people think you gotta have eyes to see. They think only eyes perceive. Oh my goodness, man, I had one of my partners, young partners hit me up, he's like, I realize there's more than just a third eye, there's this, all these eyes. And I was like, okay, I just asked him one question. What's not an eye? Because when we're eye, we're talking about a sense. Well, then you, of course, of what science is, we have 5 senses. Each one of those senses actually giving you an image. So therefore, it's an eye. Everything is an eye. Because everything is absorbing light, even in the dark. See, a lot of times because of what we've been told, I call them contraband concepts. You can't see what's right before your eyes. Say God once walked the earth, God ain't never left. Just man forgot how to see. Forgot what he was looking at. She was looking at. We was looking at. What was going on right before our eyes, right up under our nose the whole time. And we got blinded by somebody else's story about what it is we was looking at. So we chose to believe it. And then therefore blinded ourselves because our free will can do that. Now let's get into quantum physics. First, about how is this possible? Let me break it down for you real quick. Quantum physics discovered this one thing, what they call the smallest piece of matter, particle, a quark. The weirdest thing about this quark is when they discovered it, they wasn't looking for it. And every time they looked for it, they couldn't find it. But they realized when they wasn't looking for it again, they'd actually find it again. They started to realize this thing actually would become what you was looking for. Now, is that not an interactive consciousness? So therefore, that's what I'm talking about, preconceived notions, expectations. You got to keep your mind blank as possible, but you still have knowledge of what you know. But know that it could be untrue or true. But you got here to be able to see. It's like getting in the zone. You get in the zone, you see things completely objectively. You don't have a question about whether it's right or wrong because you see it for what it is. But until we get this baggage of thoughts and ideas and notions, preconceived notions, conceptions that sometimes aren't even ours, and then sometimes that we have, the ones we have built are based on the ruler of measurement that we got from someone else. And if their measuring stick was wrong, so was yours if you're using the measuring stick they gave you to measure things with. That just keep it 100. You ain't got to look far to see what's going on. Just sometimes you got to look at it a different way. Because the truth is always there. The best lie contains truth. And all it really is tell the truth in improper context. Tell the truth out of context. And you hear, I didn't lie to you. But you can always say this and tell it to you right. Just like we've been talking about, man, hold on, I just posted about history, man, because here now, let's get into how you know brainwash is going on. There's so many lies in history shouldn't be taught, American history. Telling a lie about history is a brainwashing technique. Slavery is a brainwashing technique. Stress is a brainwashing technique. Economic fluctuations not based on real need causing stress is a technique. Fragmentation from your parents who you're supposed to be around more time and have them go to school 8 hours a day, parents gone all this time, is a brainwashing technique. People don't even realize how many brainwashing techniques actually exist within our social culture. This thing reconnect would cause us to not be able to see things clearly when it's right in front of our face. So obvious, but so misunderstood. So right there told to you in the stories. But at the same time, so much told incorrect. Here, okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna step off into something else. Connected but not. Maybe think about bankruptcy. In bankruptcy, you can declare bankruptcy and you get to start all over again. You got 7 years, can't get no credit. Well, that's just talked about in the book of Deuteronomy where they say what it was supposed to be, man. Somebody still owes you something after 7 years. You just wiped the slate clean, kept it moving. You just didn't look back. Understand what I'm saying? So social credit was created. You got a credit score. I understand the reasoning behind the social structure why they created it the way they do. Because it's divisive, subversive. You ain't realize that. You ain't realize what they're up to. And you can't go against what's going against you if you don't know how what's going against you is coming at you. And if you don't know yourself to know what technique, a person can do like this, what technique a person will use to attack you, but to attack your subconscious, not your conscience. So therefore, you don't necessarily feel attacked, but you're being programmed subversively. People always say it all the time. Joke, man, television tells a vision. What would you think about if you had never seen what you see on TV? Just you think about this, so you get so many people running around like comedians have said it. I'm going to come up with this punchline, have all of y'all going around saying it. That ain't normal. Even though we think it's cool and slick, and yeah, we had some fun with it, that's not normal. Because what you begin to, and people start using their day-to-day lives as a way to answer, respond, or talk about something, and what's happening is, where's your personality? That's someone else's personality. This is cloning, colonialism, cloning. Understand? And people don't even know it. Check it out. Nixon was a joke. Check it out. Some scientists came together and said, you know what? That's when TVs first came out. Man, they was just getting popular. People don't know this. This was a joke. They said, I bet you. Because Nixon tried to run for president the other time before. Yeah, I thought he was a clown. Man, matter of fact, Nixon is Trump before Trump. But them scientists was like, check this out, man. I bet you if we use this TV, we could get him elected. And it happened. Because they're cloning disease. Before that, they called it yellow propaganda when they did it through the newspapers. William Randolph Hearst, look it up. And a couple other people names you would actually recognize. And especially if you know anything about the Marijuana Tax Act, you know anything about getting rid of cocaine, you know anything about these things and how they monopolized what was being said in the newspapers. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step even to my art right now. That's why you need to come out and check out the Simple Stories. Because check this out, man. If you want to know what's really went down in history, you got to go listen to the artist. Now, see, the Simple Stories written by Langston Hughes. This we're talking about the 40s and 50s in America, Harlem. Hear what was going on. Then you'll see what was really happening. Because the history books ain't going to tell you like it is. If you really want to know where we came from, where we started, and where we need to go, you need to go back to them artists and find out what was happening down on the grassroots, how the policymakers' policies landed on the ground of us, the grassroots, and how we had to deal. Then you find out what was really going on. Oh, daggone it. Man, that's why I love the arts. That's why I do the Langston Hughes, the Simple Stories. They gonna tell you the truth. Matter of fact, one of the ones can name and print. You're gonna have to come out, check out the next episode. But I'm gonna give you this little highlight right now. He was talking about all the crime that was in the newspaper, but wasn't none of it black. See, some people got that. Some people didn't quite get what that really means. Sometimes I'll be able to think when someone gives you some information about what's being said that wasn't said. That's what's more important to be able to intuit or deduce than to be able to understand what's being said. Because if you get that, you got to take everything down in multiple levels. You can't just listen to the surface value because that makes you superficial. That means you're not thinking. You're just perceiving what you've been told to perceive that's before your eyes. You're not contemplating it, weighing it against the what? Oh, logic, because logic is the search for truth, which I guess that's supposed to be justice, to be able to just put things in perspective correctly. All right, man, I'm out of here, man, playing sweet potatoes. They was talking to me, so I figured I would share it with y'all. One love. Peace.